Welcome anyone to the Gaming Chamber Podcast, episode number 50. We've made it. Really, I'm the only one, guys?
Yeah. I didn't know we were allowed to interrupt
I
you
will
during your
fucking
monologue.
kill you. I will fucking kill you. I am your host, Everett, a.k.a. To Beast to Kill You, a.k.a. The Beast with the Least. We got our triumvirate, our tripod, our threesome. I shouldn't have said that one. God damn it. Of the usual fucking crew. Devin?
Hell yeah, dude. I'm here for our threesome.
Yeah.
As soon as I said threesome, I was like, fuck.
You wanted it.
JJ.
Yo, what's up? What's up?
Oh my god. So yeah, guys, we made it to 50.
Finally made it to your age.
Wait, am I 60 or am I 50? Because you guys usually say I'm in my 60s or some shit.
Just shut your dirty whore mouth.
Like, just let us make fun of your age.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's coming through in my voice a little bit. I'm coming down from being sick.
Lol.
Not a fun time. What?
Huh?
Right. Anyway, yeah, it wasn't fun being sick, but luckily I'm not as sick as I was a couple days ago or yesterday. I have energy to do this.
I wish you were still sick.
Oh my god. I don't know. So we got
Practicing for the player haters ball.
Yeah, exactly. So we've got a celebration-packed podcast for you guys today. Not a lot happened in the gaming news. There was some good Nintendo stuff. Oh man, we should at this point we might as well become a Nintendo podcast. There was some good stuff. There's also actually a good Xbox thing that we're gonna talk about. I guess it was a confirmation, right? We'll say, but yeah. Then we're gonna talk about episode 1 of the Last of Us show. It just came out last week. Oh yeah, also happy 420 to anyone who celebrates. Happy Easter. JJ, you celebrate both, right? You're like, what?
No, I just said Easter, though.
Isn't that... Oh, wait, yeah, that's right. You're Hispanic Catholics. Catholics celebrate Easter. Anyways. Mm-hmm. And then for the last...
Thanks for the religion update.
For the religious update? For all the...
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not talking shit about religion.
Now describe all the differences between... Now describe all the differences between Muslims, and Christianity.
I'm going to tell you right now, there's no difference between any of them. They're all cults. Anyways, and for the last thing we're going to be doing in this podcast, we're going to be doing a... to get to know us a little bit more, even though, like I said, 50 episodes of this fucking hellhole of a podcast. This absolute trash fire. But I love this trash fire. To get to know us a little bit more, we're going to talk about... Because I'm pretty sure we did do it already. Our, top games of all time. But... in addition to our top games of all time, it's going to lead us into the types of genres we like in gaming. And then we'll probably talk about some more, games we like in that genre. Just a little bit more, just in case you guys want to know a little bit more about us. But
well, you probably want to know more about JJ and myself. But...
that's probably true. Yeah, fuck the host. All right, so let's get into what we've been playing the last week. Host. Some taking us back to 2006, 2007. So, JJ, what have you been playing this past week?
I've been playing a little bit of Marvel Rivals a little bit, because the new season came out. Trying out the new hero we all know about, Emma Frost. Little Queen Baddie. And some World of Warcraft, and I think some RuneScape as well. That's mostly it.
So really not much else, huh?
No, I'm actually waiting for Expedition 33 to come out like this week actually.
It is coming out
So
this week, right? Yeah.
yeah, so I'm like, it's I'm like, of course it comes out the fucking time I'm in Cali, so it
Mhm.
sucks. But and I guess I've been playing a little bit of Dragon Wilds as well with you.
Yes. Oh, that game is fun. Like, yeah, no, I like that it's that I guess I do like survival games. Like I'm coming to realize a little bit that I kind of like survival games. But like
Hmm.
my introduction to them was really Minecraft. You know, all those years ago. I mean, obviously it has those. You know, you have to eat, you have to drink, or well, no, I guess you just have to eat, right? And Minecraft, I don't know. It's been a while since I played, but that's more of a
Yeah, yeah.
that's more building and stuff like that. Or maybe they added those afterwards. I don't know if that was in the original release of Minecraft. I mean, I didn't play it in its when it first released, so but yeah. Uh,
I think the beginning they didn't have hunger meter at all.
so it might have been added after. Okay. Yeah, you know, I'm seeing that I'm enjoying that style of game because I liked Pal World 2 that had the like survival stuff or whatever. Although it's a little bit, obviously not as much as Dragon Wilds. It makes me want to try out that what is that one called? Valheim. On the Xbox, I'll probably try it out because it is on there. It's free, right?
I think that's on Game Pass.
I think if it's not, like, I might be willing to buy it. Although I don't know, Dragon Wilds is supposed to come out on the Xbox, isn't it?
I'm not entirely sure, but again, like it plays like Valheim and shit, so I wouldn't see why it wouldn't be coming to console.
Yeah. I mean, I was playing with a controller, so although
Yeah.
after about I don't know maybe 30 minutes playing with you, I started playing with the. I'm learning to play with the keyboard a lot more on some of these games that I've been playing on my PC.
Hmm.
So it's slow. It's slowly coming along. I'm not. It's just weird to like, when you want to move left and right. I'm used to moving just my thumb. Now it's like no. You got to use either your ring finger or your index finger, and like it's weird. I don't know. Devin, what about you? What have you been playing this past week?
Uh, South of Midnight, Bellatra, and then a little bit of Marvel Rivals with JJ. That's been it for me. I actually played a little bit more of the Mario Luigi Brothership on Switch. Um, but that's it for me.
Interesting. All right. Yeah, for me, I finished South of Midnight. I put my review up, I believe, on Thursday last week. I don't know. So, like, we talked about this before we started recording. You're, like, pretty much almost done. At this point, what would you give South of Midnight, Devin?
Like 7.5.
Hmm.
Like it's a fun game. I mean, like, I don't know. It's nice that I'm not. I think it's probably more the fact that it's just like I'm finally playing like something different art style, like not the same damn game like all over and over and over again. So.
That's funny because, yeah, I think that's the only thing that really saved it for me from being, like, if I were to score it. I don't really like to do scoring of games like that for my reviews. That's why I even just like my thoughts on this game. But if I were maybe to give it, I'd probably give it like a 4. Like
Hey,
dude, like I don't know, man. The the actual combat is just so like bare bones. It's like, okay, here's some abilities, and it's just mashing the X button the entire time, and then you could do an ability here and there and all this stuff. But like I found myself like not even like near the end of the game. It was probably like a third of the way through the game where I was like, "Oh, here we go, another combat encounter." And I just yeah. And then there was some like cuz it's like you do the combat encounters to like, oh, then once it's like 2 or 3 waves of enemies. There are only like a few enemies each wave or whatever, but it's like, okay, you beat all the enemies. Now what is it called? A nod or whatever it was called. I don't remember what the things were actually called. You get rid of them, and it unlocks like a little story portion for this chapter or whatever. And so some of them, like when they had puzzles instead, I enjoyed that so much more. But like, I think I could count how many puzzles there were to do for those. And even the puzzles, like, even though I enjoyed them more, they weren't like fun per se, because they were like super. The game is super linear, like it's super fucking linear. And so, like, even doing the puzzles were not, like... You could tell they were just like, yeah, just get to the next point. And then, like, the platforming, for, as the other aspect of the game, is just like, okay. Like, there's that... Obviously, you know what I'm talking about. Like, that part where you're running away from the fog or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, okay, I'm getting to the next part. And sometimes, too, I swear it was, like, off. Like... Yeah, so yeah, you're already at the part where you could like glide. Like that part was a little finicky for me. The gliding, like I would be inside of it, hold the button, and then I would just fall to like my death. I'm like, I don't understand what's going on here. So, but yeah, look, the game looks. I don't think my dog agrees with me. The game looks great. Like it runs smooth at 60 frames. The art style is awesome. I really do love it. And I love the music. Like the music choices, because they really were like trying to like be in that genre or whatever. Like that southern, like, yeah. But yeah, like, but even the story, man, like, I don't know, man, like the individual stories that it had in the game, like, you didn't find those boring or just too samey?
Nah, I mean, I don't know. I
Oh,
guess
man,
maybe
'cause,
because
like,
my expectations are pretty low coming to this game, so maybe that's another reason why.
my expectations were low too, but Jesus Christ. I don't know, man. Like, each of the story, too, is just like, oh, yeah, and then, like, this character died. Oh, yeah, and then, like, this character's kid died. Oh, yeah, and then, like, this character's father died. And it's like, oh, okay, so, like, everyone's traumatized because someone died? Okay. All right. You could do trauma without death, but I guess the writers just... I don't know, man. Like I said, the more I've thought about it, even after my review, I was just like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, is this a game that I'm ever going to play again? Probably not, but...
No, I'm definitely...
It was on Game Pass.
Luckily, it was on Game Pass. Yeah, I would have... If I had to buy... How much was the game? Like, if I had to buy the game, I think I would...
Retail $60 game.
Let me check real quick.
Yeah, I mean, this would have been a game I would have fucking checked out at GameStop back in the day and played and then told people, like, oh, yeah, it's good, but I would spend $20-$30 on it.
So, the game's... Wait, no, that's Premium Edition. The game is $40.
Okay.
No, not okay. Like, if I would have had to spend $40 for this game, I would have been pissed. This is like what...
Well, that's like your fucking month's salary.
Yes, that's exactly it. It's my month's salary. Yes, because, not all of us are white, so we don't get money. Some of us have to actually work for our money and not get paid by the minorities. Anyways, so yeah, if I had to pay $40 for this game, oof, no, forget it. I would have been so mad. Like, I remember one time I bought this game called Breach. I've talked about it on the podcast before. I spent $15 on that game. Man, I still am so pissed that I spent $15 on that game. Like, so if I had to spend $40 to play South of Midnight, I would be so pissed right now. But yeah, no, luckily Game Pass, But yes, onto a game I actually have enjoyed, or I enjoyed playing and have been enjoying while I was playing it, whatever. Yeah, Dragon Wilds. That's the other game I was playing this past week. I can't wait to, like, get more into that game, level up my character more, get better gear, build better everything. And then you fight a dragon, right, JJ? Eventually you can fight dragons, right?
Yeah.
Yes. And I want to do that. Like, I want to fight dragons. Who doesn't want to fight dragons? Probably Devin. That's why he doesn't have the game. Anyways, all right.
Trust that you guys are gonna play it for very long. So fuck that.
Well, we'll see about that. I don't know. I mean, again, I'm enjoying the game. I'm enjoying the game very much. I want to keep playing it. Although, yeah, it might get pushed aside a bit with some of the.
I mean, you guys talking already about playing Expedition 33. It's just like, all right, well. And we're going to be dropping a nice chunk of change here pretty soon to the Switch, as we'll talk about. So
yeah. All right.
Honestly, I thought Dragon Ball was gonna come out like in summertime, but like, yeah, for me, I want Expedition 33 because like the combat, it looked cool. And next month is fucking Doom.
Oh,
And
actually,
June is fucking Switch. The other shit. July is busy with other Switch 2 games.
Actually, I have been
for me,
playing
I
one
got-
more game. I was playing Skyrim on my PC because it has separate achievements. I like Skyrim. Elder Scrolls are very good games. We're going to get into Elder Scrolls, though, later. All right, let's go ahead and get into the news. You know what? I'm just going to start with this one because I know you guys do not give a fuck about this game.
Try me.
Did you say try you?
Yes.
Yes, I know for a fact you guys don't give a fuck about Destiny 2. So, Bungie just announced... Yeah, exactly.
I already pre-ordered it.
So, Destiny 2, on their official Twitter account, they have announced that they're going to have a reveal on May 6, 2025 for... it's also going to be for the upcoming year of Destiny, but specifically for their next expansion, The Edge of Fate.
Are we edging?
But he doesn't want a goon.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Wow. You know what's funny? So I actually deleted Destiny 2 off my Xbox, and I'm like,
Should leave it deleted.
Huh?
I'm like, I don't think it's funny. I think it's a smart fucking choice.
Here's the thing: I deleted it, and literally like 3 days later, 2 or 3 days later, they announced this. I was like, fuck. Okay. If it's good, if it looks good, I'm gonna re-download Destiny and play this.
Even if it looks like dog shit, just you're gonna fucking.
Yeah, most likely. I look, man. I like Destiny. We all have our like. You guys can't say anything, all right? Like even JJ has been like, yeah, this game is dog shit, but I keep playing it. He keeps talking bad about like League of Legends, but he'll keep playing it. We all have our. We all have our game that we're not proud to be playing.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have that.
There has to be a game you're not proud to be playing and you still play it. Wait a minute! Don't you still play Solitaire?
Bellatra, you mean?
No, the Microsoft Solitaire or whatever it's called.
Oh, no. Sarika signed into my account, so I don't fucking play that.
He's like, I never have to play it. He's like, my wife takes care of that.
I play the fuck out of Minesweeper.
Yeah, no, she plays that, and like she's the one who's got me all the achievements for that shit.
Nice.
Yeah, so think again, bitch.
Wow.
I don't have toxic relationships with my games. I have healthy relationships.
I know there's a game. No, you know what?
I still continue to play.
Huh?
That I continuously play. That I'm like, yeah, fuck this game.
There has to be something that you're like, why do I play this? Why?
Gears?
No. If it was Gears, I would never talk to Devin again. He'd be blocked on everything if Gears was his.
No, my toxic relationship with Gears is I always have like shitty teammates. Everett.
Fuck you. When I don't play with you, I fucking, as the kids say, ball out.
You get bots, dude. Because your skill's so bad, they put you with they're like, we should get this guy with bots.
Dude, why do you think we
You
have
can't do
on COD,
bots.
bro?
No, you can't do bots in ranked matches. Get the fuck out of here. I still play ranked.
Bot lobby,
I just
bro,
don't
bot
play
lobby.
because you guys like to play. What do you call it? I play team deathmatch. You guys like to play King of the Hill.
Oh my god, dude! And you're the guy
Dude,
Preach every time.
wait.
Play the objective. Play the objective. I'm terrible at team deathmatch.
That's why I
I'm
play.
like-
That's why I play TDM. Nobody plays the fucking objective, ever. And it's bad enough when like if I'm playing with you two, and then we get one guy who's just like after a match. How many times? Even if it's just you and me, Devin. How many times? How many times do we have a teammate that has like 1 or 2 captures? Maybe 5. Like how many times? If we had a nickel for every time that's happened, we'd be fucking rich. That's how bad it is. So imagine if I'm playing by
your
myself. Huh?
Huh?
What? So, but imagine if I'm playing by myself and I get 3 fucking retards who don't want to fucking go to the objective. No, get it. Forget it. I throw my controller against the wall. At least if I'm playing TDM, because I still lose most of the time, I can just get my kills. And just like, yeah, okay, it's whatever. Forget it. I don't
know, when we play COD, dude, when you hosted lobbies and shit, bro, you get some really dog shit people. It's actually insane. That's why I'm dropping like 60 kills in those games, bro.
No, look, we've established this. We there's a tier to all 3 of us. In the gaming tiers, there's 3 tiers. There's godlike, then there's, I don't know, not casual, but yeah, there's casual. That'll be the bottom one. Those are the bad players, obviously, because they're casuals. Then there's the middle tier of like they're good, but not great, and this and that. I'm the casual one, the casual tier, so I'm the bad player. Devin's the middle tier. You're the fucking one who's on Ritalin.
I ain't middle tier.
You're middle
pretty
tier compared to
Yeah.
JJ. Compared
In
to JJ.
In COD, in COD, yeah.
No, and
but
pretty
not
much, pretty much everything. There's a reason.
Mm-mm.
There's a reason every game, like when we play like Souls games or we play a lot of games, JJ's the one we kind of lean on for
Souls,
everything.
Dude. I play Souls games to play with you guys.
Yeah, I was like, besides, Devin can hang on his own. Like, there's time where like I died and he still beat the boss by himself.
That's why I said he's in the good tier, like the middle tier. He's
Even
able
Devin
to
can beat
still.
my ass at sports. He can beat me at NBA.
Sports games are not real games.
Madden.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
They have
why they call
pro
it game.
circuits.
Yeah, there's a shooting about that. You remember a pro gamer that was playing Madden? He shot up the place. Yeah, he killed people.
Oh yeah, huh?
And he live stream. It was live stream too.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. There's like you could actually watch it, like it cuts out, right? Like the video actually, like you can't find any actual videos of like the full thing or something. It like cuts out
You see
before
the
you see.
commentators. I think you hear the commentator talking, and then they just like hear the boop boop, and then it's cut out.
I think but before it cuts out, don't you see like the actual gun go up to the one of the players' like heads or some shit?
I don't know. It's been a
I
while.
I swear that's the one I'm thinking.
It's old. I mean,
Yeah.
not old, but I mean, it happened a while ago. It's not like it happened this year, so.
Yeah, no, it didn't happen this year. It happened a while ago, but yeah, that's man. Even gaming events, no one is
Ain't
safe.
safe though.
You ain't
Nowhere
safe.
safe
Not in
these
America.
days.
There
This
we
is
go.
America.
Damn it. This is America.
This is America. Exactly.
Yeah, but you
All
have,
right.
to say it, you have to say it like Childish Gambino. This is America.
I don't know where that's from.
He's a
You actually
Donald
just
Glover.
told me.
The what?
You're such a fucking boomer.
I know who Childish Gambino is. I don't know what it's a song from him.
He has a song, yeah.
Yeah, it's America.
I know it's the
Childish Gambino is the singer. So you saying is that a song? Yes.
yeah. So
If
that's
I'm
a
saying
song from him.
Childish Gambino.
Well, because he's an actor too. Like he could have
Yeah,
said it in a
but that-
movie.
No, because I would have said Donald Glover in Community. I would have
Oh
said
my
Donald
God.
Glover in this. He has his singing persona and his acting.
Okay, whatever. Now we're just splitting hairs.
Oh yeah, coming from you. Go back a few episodes and you splitting your ball hairs on a new Tony Hawk Pro Skater. So if you're gonna split ball hairs one
Because
time,
that's not
you
a
have to
new
continue to
game.
split ball
It's a
hairs.
re-release.
Okay, but then you need to be consistent on how you split your ball hairs.
Childish Gambino and Donald Glover are the same person. That's like saying Miley
Exactly.
Cyrus and
Keep
fuck,
going.
what was that show?
Keep going.
That
Hannah
one
Montana.
show that Hannah Montana are two different people. Like, no, They're
No.
just
What, you're gonna tell
Child-
me that fucking
no.
Anakin Skywalker and fucking Darth Vader are the same fucking person?
okay.
It's because Childish Gambino, he's never been in a movie where he's like, he's never been like, I'm Childish Gambino acting. He's always, I'm
I don't
Donald
know.
Glover.
He was like that in
the
Spider-Man,
actor,
right?
producer.
He said it. I heard him say it like, "Hey, yo, I'm Childish
No.
Gambino," and then Spider-Man webbed him up.
What?
He was in like which Spider-Man movie?
Homecoming?
Was it
No, he
Homecoming?
was briefly in the animated.
No,
Yeah, he was in the
no.
animated
Most
and
recent.
Homecoming.
No,
Yeah,
no, no. He's in the live-action movies. He's like,
Oh yeah, he's
Yeah.
in Homecoming. Yeah.
it's
Yeah, he's in
Homecoming, yeah, because he
Homecoming.
says like, "Oh, my nephew is in that." In
yeah,
that
Miles
area.
Morales.
Yeah, he's talking about Miles Morales. It's a Easter egg thing. Whatever. I don't know. Anyways, I don't listen to hip hop.
Okay, boomer.
You know what? I just made an old reference right there too that not a lot of people are gonna understand. All right,
Yeah,
let's move to the
okay,
next thing. So, speaking of expansions, a game getting an expansion that I thought they just completely stopped doing anything for. The Division 2. They're going to do a showcase on April 23rd. So Massive Entertainment, they put out a tweet. April 23rd, they're going to do a showcase for their Battle for Brooklyn DLC for The Division. I thought The Division 2 was just dead. I'm going to be honest.
Honestly, when you said Division 2, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Right? Well, because like, I mean, dude, they've tried. Remember that time, like before the first Division came out, even when the first one came out, that like Ubisoft, they pushed it so hard. Like there was like it was on like Amazon. It was like on Amazon or something, right? It was like a web series they had. It was supposed to be like a TV show-ish kind of thing, but it only had like, I don't know, 3 or 4 episodes, maybe 5 episodes. And like, so, you know, they were really pushing this, but like, they were like, oh yeah, we're gonna do a movie. Oh, here's more games. And then like, when's the last time you heard about the movie? Yeah. And then like, they canceled the Division Heartland. They also had like what was it called? The Division Resurgence or some shit for the, it was supposed to be a mobile game. That's done. Like, that never came out. It canceled. That's why I was like, you know, hearing that they're doing DLC for Division 2, I'm like, I thought they were just completely done with the Division. So, I don't know. I'm being dead serious. I really thought it was, I don't know.
Well, especially after they canceled the newest game.
The Heartland game. It was supposed to be like an extraction shooter, which I think is hilarious that they were going to do an extraction shooter for the Division when, if you play the Division, it's also an extraction shooter. Like half of that game is an extraction shooter. If you go to, I don't remember
the Dark Zone or whatever.
The Dark Zone, right? Yeah. If you go to the Dark Zone, that is exactly what it is. Like,
but you don't have to go to the extract. You don't have to go to the Dark Zone.
You don't
Dark
have
Zone's
to.
the PvP area. That's the PvP part.
Yeah, it's the PvP area, but it's an extraction zone.
PvP/extraction, like, cause that's where you can extract the best loot and like.
Yeah, you go in, collect
like,
loot.
People.
Yeah, and yeah, it's a PvP VE because there's also like there's NPCs that you can fight, and that's how you get, you know, obviously get like the good loot and all that stuff. But then yeah, you go to an area, and then you get you don't get extracted, but like your stuff gets extracted, and as you're waiting, like people could come along and kill you, take your shit. Yeah, no, it was an extraction shooter. Like that part anyway, the Dark Zone. It's fun. Like, I enjoyed the Division, but I haven't played. Like, I think since Division 2 came out, I haven't played. Maybe I played a little bit after, but yeah. So I don't know. I know you guys probably aren't. This isn't getting you guys itching to go back to the Division.
No.
But you know, for anyone who cares about the Division 2. The Division 2 still. Hey, there's some new stuff coming to it. All right, let's see what's
the
next?
one fan is excited right now.
Hey, leave him alone. I get it. He's got his toxic relationship with this video game. All right, so oh yeah, let's go with this one. Speaking of JJ being our ringer for Souls likes. Lords of the Fallen is getting an update. They're calling it version 2.0. they're like basically overhauling the game. There's let me see, shared progression, crossplay co-op. Basically, it's like the Borderlands where it's like, oh, let's say I go into JJ's world and we beat like a few bosses. When I go back into my own world, all those bosses will be beat on mine. There's going to be a free friends pass, revamped combat and movement, dedicated jump button. So clearly there's some inspiration from Elden Ring. Full weapon audio overhaul, overhauled character creator, a modernized UI and HUD, improved tutorial experience, and umbral lamp guidance. I don't know what that means exactly.
Don't know.
Yeah, JJ, you played it, right?
Lord of the Fallen 2? Oh, hell yeah, dude. Yes,
Lords
I
of the
did.
Fallen 2? No, it's not called Lords of the Fallen 2. It's called Lords of the Fallen.
Oh, yeah, Lord of the Fallen, sure, whatever. Yeah.
Isn't it? It is the second game, right?
Yeah.
they just
They just
Kinda
decided to call it
rebranded it.
Lords of the Fallen for some reason. That's so weird.
Yeah.
So, okay, I mean, yeah, you played it, but, like, is this making you gonna want to go back and play it?
Nope, because I put probably like 10 minutes into it, and that was it.
You're like, that's...
I bought it.
Well, what about you, Devin? Is this making you want to go look at the game?
I mean, it was on Game Pass originally. I just don't know if it's still
on
is.
Game Pass. I
Okay.
looked it up. It's still on Game Pass. So if you want to download
Yeah.
it right now, you can, actually.
I might want to. I mean, it'd be fun to play, and we would just be able to continue our progress.
I
Like,
Yeah, I
I
kinda
like
wanna
the
try
cool
it.
thing, like, swapping the different shit was kind of cool, but again, I just didn't get hooked, man. A lot of, like, those games that are, like, Souls games, I just can't get into, like, Lords of P, I did not give a fuck. Like, I'm like, if I wanted to play
well, you know, hey, if it's there, they've revamped the game. Maybe just to check it out. I might actually check it out. I don't know. It's on Game Pass, so
Yeah, I mean, it'd be fun if, like, I mean, I don't know, we beat one boss, we don't have to beat it 3 times.
yeah. Actually, see that is what's like more interesting to me. As much as I've loved obviously playing Souls-like games with you guys. Yeah, that whole like, oh, okay, now we beat it on yours. Okay, now we got to go into JJ's world. Okay, now we got to go into Everett's world. You know, it's just to be able to do that. That's pretty cool. I mean, maybe some of the fun too is in like just playing it over and over and over. But I don't know. Yeah, I like that. Like the whole like
Yeah.
cross,
Especially bosses
stuff.
that, like, if they're particularly, like,
Oh my
fucking
god! You know what?
asses.
Yeah, like I would have loved it, like not having to fight the Dragon God or whatever it was called in Demon's Souls, 3 fucking
Yeah.
times or whatever.
Or
it
you
was.
don't have to beat fucking
Or no, what was that one?
Melania, or
Oh, Melania.
whatever her fucking name is.
No, what was that one boss? The hero, the old hero or something like that in Demon's Souls?
the fire guy.
Was he fire? I don't remember. All I know is, first of all,
he was-
getting to him was annoying.
No, blind one. It was the blind one, the poison shit. Yeah, that was the blind guy.
Yeah, like getting to him was annoying, and then actually having to fight him. And I swear, like, yeah, he would like, he'd hit us like.
That was the main thing that I like noticed. I was like, oh, that'd be fucking sweet to not have to fight a boss over
3
and over and
times,
over
yeah.
and over again.
Some of them are easy, yeah. Fight him 3 times, whatever. We'll just go like, oh,
And you get to harvest some souls, but
Yeah.
yeah.
but some of them are like, even with all 3 of us, it was just like, we have to fight this motherfucker again. Yeah.
Well, like the first boss in the Elden Ring DLC.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, that fucking dancing. Oh god. I hate
Yeah,
that.
dude, that was a fucking hella like.
That boss is AIDS.
Or even just like the hippo, like 3 times. Like,
Yeah. Some annoying ass boss having if not having to fight them 3 times would be great.
The hippo was a few times, right? Yeah.
Well, a lot of the times too, we end up not having to fight him 3 times, just 2 times, because JJ's usually like, "Oh, dude, I already beat that boss like 3 days ago." Like, dude, the game just came out. What are you talking about? but that's a whole other thing. All right.
Just JJ being a fucking crackhead.
Again, there's a reason I call him our ringer for Souls games. Like,
I'd agree with that.
yeah. All right. So yeah, Lords of the Fallen. I think that update's already out, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was, yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and we got a few more things, and then we'll talk about The Last of Us Episode 1. And yes. All right. So, oh yeah. Last week we talked about PlayStation Plus going up in. Mainly the prices were going up in like South America and stuff. But now it's going up in Canada. It's going up, what, 110 Canadian dollars. I guess that's what CAD means. I don't know what how you.
Yeah, I think it's Canadian dollar.
Explain to me that in American.
I wouldn't. You want me to do the conversion? Let me see. You know what? All right, fine. Let me see. 110 CAD to what? US dollars or some shit. If I look that up right now, it's $80. 79.47. So yeah, that's that. Whatever. That's for essential. Extras 190 Canadian dollars. Premiums 225 Canadian dollars. So if we do, I'll just do the premium. What is that? I said 225, right? Mm-hmm. That for us Americanos over here, $162.55 for the year. It's for the year. Because right now, what? It's 150 here in America, here in the United States, something like that. I don't know. I think I said it last week, but I mean, this should be showing that like they're going to be raising the price here in the United States soon, right?
Oh, for sure they are.
Yeah, they're ready to start making everything more expensive. That's not the only thing getting a price hike when it comes to PlayStation. This is not here yet, but in Europe, Australia, and New Zealand, the PS5 is getting a price hike. They're going to be going. I don't even know what these symbols are. So basically, the prices now are going to be $500 for the. This is just the digital edition, because the digital edition was either $400 or $450, right? So this is without, because yeah, I think you had to get the disc to pay $500. The disc version of the console to pay $500. So these are just the digital edition ones right here. 500 European dollars. European bucks. I don't euros. I guess is. I don't know. Is euros European or is it?
Yeah, I mean euros is like pretty widespread across Europe.
But I don't know. Because UK is pounds then.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the UK it's 430 pounds. I guess then. Australia it's 750 Australian dollars. Jesus Christ, that's just the digital edition. Poor Australia. New Zealand's getting it even worse. That's 860. You know, I want to do a conversion of this. 860 New Zealand dollars. So if I punch that into the good old Google machine, I got to see how much this is. That's 510 United States dollars. Jesus. That's just for the digital edition. Like, yeah, they are do you guys remember when console prices used to go down?
Yeah, that's true. It's kind of wild that like consoles are going like up in prices. Especially this late in the generation. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, like. So, I mean, obviously it's only for certain territories. But it was only in certain territories with the PlayStation Plus going up. Now it's more well, it's just Canada right now. And like you said, like, oh, for sure it's going to happen here in the United States. I mean, like, what would you give the odds of it happen now that they're going to raise the price over here in the United States of the consoles?
Well, I mean, pending tariff, I mean, I would fucking say Sony's probably for sure going to be raising their prices of something. If another Japanese company is going to say they're raising prices due to tariffs, I I would say it's pretty high that Sony's going to be raising prices pretty soon. I mean, Microsoft may up ending like upping their prices too, just because of how much shit we get from China in the first place. So
I don't know, JJ, what about you? What are your thoughts on all this? Like, I mean, come on.
Like no, sorry, hold on.
No, you're good.
Sorry, my son wanted to make a little,
Okay.
little point
just got
on that. No, I kind of agree with Devin. I think it's just gonna just fall suit on everything else. It's a matter of time before more people start making it shit expensive. How you said how expensive is the PS5 gonna be? I mean,
Well, because, so, let's just say it gets, like a similar pricing model over here. The digital edition is going to go up to $500. Right now, the digital edition is $450. I want to say, like,
yeah.
So it's going to go up, and it even went up by 50 earlier in the generation, wasn't it? 400 at first.
Yeah, it was 400 at first because it's 500 for the disc one.
Yeah, I remember a lot of people saying like, really, $100 for a disc drive. So like, the prices for the digital edition went up. Now it's by 50. It went up again. Like, if I'm not mistaken. Like, yeah, this is the second price hike, and now it's $100. It's like, I dread to think
With
like
the rumors
the one
of PS6 being in a couple years and like PS5 is going up in price.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, because it's
Even with like the pros, right? That's
I gotta look up what's the
$600
current
more.
price of the PlayStation, like 5, like the disc one. Because did that go up as well, or is just the okay? So the Slim with the disc drive is $500, but I don't see like one of the older ones. I just only
They just
see
stopped making.
Slims. Yeah, I can't. So I mean, right now, the Slim model. It is what it is. Yeah, yeah. The Pro console being $700. Yeah, I don't see like. So yeah, there's the rumor that the PlayStation. We'll talk about this now actually, but the PlayStation 6 console generation this is rumors that it'll include a standard console and a portable one according to leaks. So basically, what the leaks are for Xbox. These are just like rumors. I don't obviously take this with a giant ass grain of salt, but yeah, it's rumored to release late 2027 to 2028. The portable PS6 will be less powerful than the PS5, which would make sense. And then the portable console will likely launch after the main one. But yeah, we're talking about prices. I mean, what? No less than 600, right?
Yeah, most likely. And then you're going to be spending. Their handheld is got to be what, $350, $400. I mean,
Honestly, I think it would be 450. I think because of the Switch 2 being priced at 450, they can justify like a portable PlayStation being $450. A portable PlayStation 6. And I think that the Xbox is going to do the same thing. $600 for the main console, and if you want their portable console, $450.
Yeah, because I mean they charge $200 just for a streaming only like handheld device.
Yeah, and that only is for streaming. Like it's not even.
Yeah, I think it's a streaming only device.
Yeah, yeah, man. I just. I don't know, man. I have no words for just the prices we're gonna be getting from now on, and only as things, things get more expensive to build and to develop, and inflation, and if these tariffs continue to be a bullshit thing happening and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're
They will be for the next 4 years at least.
We're cooked, is what you're saying.
Yeah, our fun little hobby, not so little when it comes to the pricing.
I don't know, man. To play some Marvel Rivals free.
And you can goon.
You can goon indeed.
All right, let's go ahead and move to the the Xbox section of today's podcast. You know what? I didn't add this in our little itinerary thing, but I do want to bring this up. So, when is the game coming out again? In May? What, May 15th? Doom: The Dark Ages?
I think so.
Yeah. So, for the release of the game, Xbox is releasing just a regular controller, an Elite controller Series 2, and a console wrap for the Series X.
Okay.
And yeah, I like them.
I'm glad we got a fucking wrap, dude. Finally,
it's
fucking
been a while.
wrap. Yeah, what? Starfield was the last one.
Yes. Yeah. What the fuck? That was the last one. Yeah, I don't know why they don't do. I think I've said it. Like, I kind of like that a lot better, having wraps over the consoles. Especially now that if consoles are going to be super expensive, I'd rather just make a fucking wrap. Like
whatever. Microsoft being pro-consumer. Like I said, Microsoft being pro-consumer by not making us buy a special edition console.
Yeah.
Like Sony can do the same thing with their plates, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they have made plates, but they don't really do it either.
It's just colors, right? That's like
they're really only made colors.
So. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna buy any of these things, but they look cool, right?
Yeah, if you're a Doom fan, I mean, like they're legit. Like I don't need any more controllers. Like they're cool.
Yeah, and they look fucking cool as shit.
Yeah, like if you're a Doom fan, then like you'll enjoy them.
All right. I don't know if we've talked about this before, right? We've talked about this. So the Oblivion remaster / well, now I'm gonna say remake. What is this, like 5 days ago this happened? There was some screenshots leaked from the developer's website. What was it, Virtuous Studio? Everyone keeps calling them Virtuose Studios, but it's spelled Virtuous. I don't know if I'm supposed to say Virtuose or it is Virtuous. Apparently they're the guys doing the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. So, I guess they're a remake studio. But yeah,
people just make a studio just to do only remakes.
Well, I mean, Bluepoint did that. They did a lot of remakes and ports. As far as I know, Bluepoint has never done an actual original game. They've only done remasters, remakes, and I know they did a port of Titanfall 1 for the 360. So let me see. Let me look up. So Bluepoint. Let me just look up Bluepoint just so I know. I guess Blast Factor. That's probably it. That's their only original game. Because if you look at the rest of their games, God of War Collection, the Eco and Shadow of Colossus Collection, Metal Gear Solid HD Collection, Uncharted Nathan Drake Collection, Gravity Rush Remastered, Shadow of the Colossus, that remake, and Demon Souls remake.
Sorry.
So
Yeah.
they Blast Factor looks like it's their only like video game that they actually did on their own. One of the first games to be blah 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 blah. Yeah, that's the only game that, and it was like it wasn't even like a big game. It's just one of those like, it was released on the PlayStation Network and that's it. So it's one of those smaller games. Ever since then, they've just been doing remakes and remasters and ports. I mean, they're good at it. I mean, look at we played through the Demon Souls remake.
Yeah, it was nice. It was very nice.
The Shadow of the Colossus remake, if you guys played it, like it's, I played it. They do good. They do good work. Yeah. So yeah, it looks like maybe Virtuous is probably just the same thing. They don't want to make their own shit. They just want to work on other people's stuff.
They're like, we could do this better.
Yeah. So, anyways, on the developer's website, there was some screenshots that got leaked, and like a, what do you call it? I guess a cover art for the game, and it's called Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered. But if you look at these screenshots, like, no, this is not a remaster. This is a remake. Like, I don't know. Did you guys see these?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good.
When you think about it too, the game's almost 20 fucking years old.
Yeah.
And the game was so bare bones as shit for a 360 game.
I don't know about that.
And look at fucking Metroid Prime, bro. Dude, there's so much empty fucking space in Oblivion. Is retarded.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you get out of the fucking prison, it's just flat land with like a little bit of fucking foliage. I'm like, okay, cool, and that's very in depth. Like, I'm excited for it. I mean, it's fucking dope as shit. But like, what do you call it? That one Metroid Prime. Yeah, that's kind of like a remake, a little bit.
Well, like, I don't know.
It's a remaster, but it's
these
got a
remakes
very
and remasters wording are getting, like, remember the Dead Rising remake that came out? They call it the Deluxe Remaster. Like, that's not a remaster. They completely remade that game. So I don't know if maybe calling it remaster is for marketing purposes or something else. But I
they
don't
were
know.
gonna do. I thought I was watching something. They were gonna change. They're changing the combat a little bit to make it more fluid.
Yeah, especially they're changing stuff up. Like, but so yeah, that's obviously, it says it's gonna be on PC and Xbox and all that stuff. But here's the best part. So with those leaks now, there was what's his name? There's a leaker named Detective Seeds. He was saying it's gonna come out on the 21st. So people went to like the Xbox support account on Twitter, I guess, and I'm assuming it's ran by like bots, not actual people, because people were messaging the account. And so, like, here's from Tom Warren on Twitter. He asked it. I was wondering if the Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remaster will be available to play on cloud gaming. And it replied, "Thank you for your reply, Raven. Raven, what the fuck? Yes, the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered will be available for cloud gaming, blah, 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 da, 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 da." Then it asked, like, oh, I was told that it would be coming out tomorrow. I guess they did this today. And it says, yes, the Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered is set to release April 21st, 2025. So this is the actual, like, Xbox support account saying that, which is like, everyone's like, okay, so it's obviously bots replying. But, like, there was that Detective Seeds guy who said that originally. And, yeah, so supposedly we'll all be playing. Well, at least maybe me. I don't know about you guys. The Oblivion remaster by 9 a.m. tomorrow. It'll be released. Shadow dropped.
I doubt that.
I mean, this one is that like where there's smoke, there's fire kind of thing. And
I just don't think it's gonna get shadow dropped. Like
you still think they're gonna make like a big announcement, and maybe like
I still think it's gonna get shadow dropped at the showcase.
Yeah, I was like, that's like the most likely answer would be the.
I just don't see how. I don't know. I mean, it could, but I don't know. I feel like Xbox would want to make a to-do out of it, not just like on a random Monday.
I mean, no, you're probably right on that one. Like to just be like, oh yeah, guess what? This game just got released. It is kind of weird. I don't know, man. Now this one seems like it, with everything around it. It seems like it seems like it's possible, but yeah, I don't know. But okay, regardless, whether it releases tomorrow or releases in June, are you guys gonna like play it?
I'll play it when
Fuck
it
yeah,
comes out.
I'm playing the fuck out of it, dude.
That's what I like to hear. Yeah, I'm gonna play this shit out of this
I
remaster.
mean, it's gonna be on Game
remake.
Pass. It's like you're gonna be
I would have.
stupid.
Oh, you know what? You know what? I would have paid $100 for this.
I would have. I probably would have too, dude. Like when I bought the 360, you know, back in fucking 2006 or late 2006 or whatever. One of the first games that I played was Oblivion. Like it was, I got the console for Gears, but I was like, okay, I got to get other games. Oblivion was one of them. That like when I played that game, I was like, holy shit! So RPGs can be cool. Because before that, like it was just basically JRPGs, and I didn't care. I mean, like I played like a Fable, the Knights of the Old Republic games. You know, and I liked them. They're awesome. Oh, and that Jade Empire. That game was great too. But I wasn't like super in love with like even the RPG genre. But Oblivion, man, like I did everything I could that I could just find in that game. This is obviously before you could like, you know, go on the internet and see like, oh, there's a quest that if you go over here, da, 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 da. Like so everything I could just find on my own, I did. You know, but yeah, I did all the storylines. Like my favorite is the fucking gladiator stuff, the arena shit. Oh man, see, that's what I'm most looking forward to is doing the arena stuff again. I know it's like a short quest, huh?
Alright, yeah.
No, it's a
Yeah,
short
remember
quest
that
line, but
shit?
fuck, it's awesome.
Gets you so much fucking money.
Yeah. Welcome to the arena. Yeah, no,
Like, on this corner we have the blue team and the red team. This is fucking awesome, bro. I love that shit. Like I said, that's like the way to like, start the game, just rush that shit, get tons of money, get a house.
So many,
So many, so many things. I had the guidebook too when I was younger. So there's a lot of that shit.
yeah. Like I am hoping that it gets dropped tomorrow, because that's my game for the next 2 weeks, at the very least.
I'm not playing the fuck out of it. Like if I'm not playing any of the games that I'm playing normally, I'm playing the game.
Yeah, exactly. If I'm not playing something else, I'm gonna be playing Oblivion. Like, it's just there's a reason I like. One of the reasons too that I started playing Skyrim on my PC was because I was gonna download it on my console, because I was like, I want to play Elder Scrolls. I'm getting that itch. But then I saw like there's a separate achievement list on the PC, so I was like, fuck it, I'll get it on my PC, so I could just get more achievements. But yeah, no, we'll see. We'll know by 9 a.m. tomorrow, because it says 12 p.m. Eastern time is when it's getting dropped, that's what everyone says. But yeah. All right, let's go ahead and get into this last thing, and then we'll talk about The Last of Us, episode 1. The Nintendo Switch news of the week, basically. So they've. It was this week, right? Yeah. For the pre-orders, they said when they're going to start, April 24th, which is 4 days from now.
Yeah.
They at the time they weren't saying times, right? It's just afterwards each individual retailer's been saying when they're doing.
Yeah. Outside of Best Buy still hasn't officially released the time in which their pre-orders will
But we pretty much have every
occur.
other retailer.
Yeah, and Amazon I guess isn't having them.
Oh, really?
That's what I've been reading online is that Amazon is not getting Switches, so I don't know.
Interesting. So the price is going to stay the same, $450. Most likely, I guess $500 for the Mario Kart
Yeah.
World bundle.
The only thing that's changing, which I'm sure you're gonna do, is accessories.
Yeah. So the price of the console staying the same, but Nintendo says Switch 2 accessories will quote unquote experience price adjustments from those announced on April 2nd due to changes in market conditions.
The dipshit in office.
Yeah, I don't remember the exact prices.
Pretty much everything just went up by $5.
By $5 to $10.
Except for Amiibos.
So
Those went
yeah,
up by 10.
I have a list right here of basically how much everything is going to cost. Again, Switch 2. Yeah, it says right here. Switch 2, $450. Switch 2 Mario Kart World bundle, $500. Mario Kart World still $80. Donkey Kong Bonanza $70. The Switch 2 Pro controller, $85. So I guess that went up by 5 then, right? Because 80. The Joy-Con for both, $95. Because that was 90, wasn't it? So yeah, another $5 price increase. The charging grip.
Fucking that's the thing. $95 fucking dollars for Joy-Cons that are gonna get stick drift.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, yeah. The
They
Joy-Con
upgrade them as much as they could have, but yeah, I mean.
So yeah, the charging grip, $40. The strap, $14. $14. Wasn't it $7 or something like that?
Yeah.
So they doubled the price.
That increased by it went up by a weird price. Dude, it's just fucking fabric. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Joy-Con 2 wheel set, $25. I think that's another $5 increase. The Switch 2 camera, $55. The dock, $120. I think that was $110, wasn't it? So that might have been went up by 10.
Yeah.
The carrying case and screen protectors, $40. The all-in-one carrying case is $85. The AC adapter,
third party anyway.
Yeah. The AC adapter is $35. And the Samsung Micro SD Express card, 256 gigabytes for Nintendo Switch 2, $60. So, yeah. Everything just went up. Not only that, this wasn't part of that, all that press release stuff. And I don't think I would have been able to, I don't think I would have saw this until I think you brought it up in the Discord, right, Devin? About the Amiibos?
Yeah, those went up $10.
They're going up by $10. So I see
It's
some
crazy, bro. It's almost $30 amiibo. It's fucking
Yeah,
insane.
I'm looking at some of these Amiibos. No, dude, you're saying almost 30. These Street Fighter, there's 3 Street Fighter 6 Amiibos, $40.
Well, I know somebody that's a fucking triple pack one, or they have a multiple pack. The single ones, yeah, they're the Sephiroth one I just bought was $17.
This doesn't say triple pack or anything. It just says Kimberly Amiibo for Street Fighter 6, $40. Street Fighter 6 Luke Amiibo, $40. Street Fighter 6 Jamie Amiibo, $40.
Well, people that play Street Fighter should just get fucking scammed anyway.
They did it to themselves.
That's actually insane, though.
I mean, if you want the, Cloud from Super Smash Brothers series, that's $16.
I already have both variants of them.
I have one Amiibo, and it's a Legend of Zelda one. It's that 8-bit Link one.
I have
For
that
the-
one too.
I have like a bunch of amiibo cards because like they did stuff for you.
Alright, you suck.
But I'm not
You
spent.
got
Look,
cards.
dude. Look. First of all, I don't have a lot of room. All right, like to just buy collectibles. But second of all, like there's like 20 something Legend of Zelda amiibo. Like I'm not spending the money to buy things that I'm not going to like.
Fake fan.
Yeah, but, seriously.
No, I'm just not. Like no, because all they're used for is to like give me a shield or sword or a special outfit in the games. I don't care about looking at them and placing them anywhere. The only series that I do that for is Gears of War. That's the
Okay,
only
where's your
one.
amiibo for years?
If there was amiibo for Gears of War, okay, I'd probably start trying to buy a bunch of those. But that's something else, all right?
I only have like 2. Or like it'll probably be 4, just the main 4 dudes, and that's it. They're talking about produce like fucking Legend of Zelda or fucking Smash Bros. I'm only missing a few Smash Bros characters. It's really pissing me off. Just because I had a pre-order at GameStop and then he sold my fucking amiibo and I never got called or anything. They never called me. So when I walked into the store, I'm like, hey, I'm looking for it was the Wolf amiibo. That's what it was, the Wolf amiibo. And they're like, or a King K. Rule, one of those. And they're like, oh, sorry, we had to give it to another customer. I'm like, why the fuck? Like, I'm a
Why would they
customer.
do that?
Some fucking thing that they fucked up on. Because like, oh, something happened on our side, so we had to like give it to them. Like, okay. Just tough luck for you guys. The fuck? Fucking annoying. So that's why now I have to pay like probably like a $50 a fucking amiibo for that fucker. You know, back then those amiibos were fucking hard to come by.
Damn.
Yeah, so I haven't really been hunting them. I just only go to the store and be like, it's because it's usually just like the new ones or like the old ones, like Mario, Peach, and Pikachu or some shit. Then the random Mario Party ones. But yeah, $30 though, $40. Yeah, it's fucking crazy, bro.
I know, dude. Like, that's the thing. Like, I mean, I get, like, figurines and all that stuff kind of typically are, like, in the $20 to $30 range anyway. And so these have, like, you know, more than that. They're, you know, they got, like, little chips in them to do stuff in the games, or you could save data on them for whatever. But fuck me, dude. Jesus Christ. Again, like, I'm not one of those people who's complaining about the price of the console. I think $450 is fine because
Yeah.
what
The current specs of the console, like I have no like when it was announced at 450 and then like the bundle of Mario Kart being at 500, that I'm fine with. It's like even before the price hike, just a controller, like an extra Joy-Con controller for $95. And for you, Everett, who's in fucking California, you're gonna pay sales tax on that. That's over $100
Yeah.
you're paying for a fucking
Oh yeah,
controller.
because this is what 10% of whatever it is. So that's basically an
I
extra.
don't fucking know. We don't pay sales tax here, so
I think it's 10% of whatever.
yeah.
Whatever.
So you're paying
That's
over.
I'm paying an extra
Most
$9.
Most states are going to be paying. Oh, most states are going to be paying $100 for a controller, which is fucking wild. And again, because they didn't do all the necessary upgrade, I don't forget what it was exactly called, but like they stuck with like the old things in the joysticks, and it's gonna like stick drift is gonna fucking come back in these ones. So you're gonna spend $100 for fucking stick drift, and you're gonna say thank you, Nintendo.
So okay, I looked it up. I don't know why it seems like every time I look at the sales tax thing that it is 10% because it seems like that way. But the California sales tax is 7.25%. I swear it's
Yeah, it's
more
still
than
gonna
that.
pop it up over
Yeah, that's still a lot of fucking-
$100.
Yeah, no, I know.
Just fucking insane.
I mean, like, so like that's not gonna matter to me for the Joy-Cons. I don't even play with the Joy-Cons. I'm just gonna buy a Pro controller, which still sucks. That's $85,
So you mean, but again, with sales tax, you're gonna be looking at like
$90, 90 something.
yeah, like close to $100 for a fucking controller.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pay nearly as much as I would for Joy-Cons, but it's still
Yeah, but if you ever need to replace your Joy-Cons, because like let's say you've been playing in handheld mode, then you'll
Yeah, that. Oof. Yeah.
So then you're going to pay $100 to replace your Joy-Cons.
Yeah, we're what you said it earlier, right, JJ? We're cooked. Yeah. This is.
Yeah, we're fucking cooked.
Yeah, the video game. The hobby's just not. You know, it's funny to me, like, because it even still gets looked at this way too by some people that like video games are for kids, but it's like if you actually play video games, no, video games are not for kids, man. This is not $500 for a console, $70 for just currently until everything starts going up. $70 for a video game, what $60, $70 for a controller, or shit if you want the pro controllers, they're like 150.
Yeah, Nintendo's not. I mean, Nintendo used to be viewed as the budget-friendly option. Like, I can't even imagine working at fucking like if we were working at GameStop still, JJ, and like we had to tell people like, oh yeah, the Switch 2 is like $450. Like, oh, if they want their brother to play like this game, probably gonna need a second controller. And they're like, that's $100. They'd be like, you said $100 for a controller? Like, yeah, $100. Like, can we just get Mario on the Xbox? Like, nope.
Hey, come on, seriously. PlayStation?
Yeah, we are. The thing,
I mean,
look. The thing
at
that
least we have
sucks.
adult jobs where we can afford these things. Because if I had to rely, is like my dad would have looked at me and said, like, "You can go fuck yourself." Like, especially when I was a kid.
Like, go
Like, if I was
fuck
like
yourself,
back,
son.
like if I was 10 years old and I'm like, "Hey, can we get a Switch 2?" Because I remember I wanted to get like even way back in the day, like an N64, and he was like, "No, we're gonna have like PlayStation stuff." So now I have my own money, so I can do whatever I want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I make my own big kid money now, so I can do whatever I want.
Like, so I can waste it on whatever I want. And
Mhm.
I was gonna say, like, unfortunately for all three of us, we're all gonna pay these prices and buy all the all
Yeah,
the
I'm a
shit that we're
slut for
gonna.
new technology.
Yeah, yeah.
I have a fucking Steam Deck, and I haven't used that thing in fucking months. So
I'm,
it's like,
I'm actually very surprised that you don't have an ROG Ally.
yeah, well, I bought a Steam Deck first, so I was kind of.
Because yeah, that would like for playing Xbox stuff is apparently the better. Although I mean, have you like maneuvered to be able to play like your Xbox stuff on the Steam Deck?
No, I've been lazy. Like again, I haven't fucking booted that thing up in a while, so I've been kind of lazy.
See, he could be playing
I've
Dragon
been a
Wilds
naughty
with us
bad
on
boy.
that.
I have a fucking gaming PC that I'd play that shit on. Again, it's not about having the platform to play it on. It's about making like
It's about sending a message.
exactly messages. Fuck yourself.
Oh my god. Oh my god. All right. Let's get on to review of The Last of Us episode 1. So I'm actually ahead of these two guys. I guess they haven't seen episode 2 yet. I've seen the first two
Yeah, because it
episodes.
came out 2 hours ago.
Yeah, it came out 2 hours ago and I watched it. But I'm going to let you guys do most of the talking about the first episode because I kind of remember what happened. It was a boring episode, man. Like, it was not a good episode to start the season with. I mean, I guess it's setup stuff, but
That's usually what's first
let's
episode
just
you do.
let's just go with okay. As a whole, what was your like just overall
The
thoughts?
butthole.
As a whole, what was your overall thoughts of the first episode, and what would you give it? We'll start with you, JJ.
Like I said, it was slow, but I get it. It's the first episode of the new season. But I'll probably just give it like a 6. Honestly, that's what I give it.
And what about you, Devin?
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I would
Yes.
say a 6 too. I mean, they're obviously trying to. I mean, because we already know that they're trying to elongate this. Because all of game 2 is going to take place in seasons 2 and 3. So it's obviously not going to go as fast. Like, spoiler alert, like Joel's not going to die as early on. Like, it's not going to be like episode, like, I mean, I guess I haven't watched episode 2, but I mean, he could fucking die in that. But it's just like, I doubt it because they want to. I would assume just because they've said it, like he's not going to die till the end of like maybe like the, I don't know, the penultimate or the final episode. Like, so it makes sense that it's slower. It's cool seeing some of like the stuff that was played in the game or like that happened in the game, like them recreating it. I mean, you have like obviously like the barn or like the church dance, and like you have that guy coming in, like it's like a family event. So it's cool seeing all that stuff
Yeah,
like
like the scenes
recreated.
from the actual game. And then of course they have like there's that scene with Abby like looking at the graves of the people that Joel killed. Like, so they added some stuff obviously.
Yeah.
And oh, man, one of the funniest things is the actress they cast to play Abby. I'm like, really, guys? You just couldn't try to find someone who was buff, even a little bit? Because like Abby's jacked in the game, and like,
yeah, I mean, she looks like a fucking. I mean, she looks like. I mean, like, I feel like it's like Ronda Rousey. Like, it's like looking at like a Ronda Rousey type person. Where you're just like, oh shit, like she's been just training to just like whoop somebody's ass.
I mean, I get it's probably hard to find a woman that's like that can probably act as well. But I don't know, man. I know they try to like justify it. Like Neil Druckmann was just like, try to I forgot what he said exactly, but I was just like, fuck you, dude. You just wanted to have your strong woman because you wanted to fucking be a weirdo in the game, but you can't do it in real life, so. Yeah, I don't know. So,
yeah. I mean, I don't know. As long as the actress does a good job, I don't care.
Oh, yeah, I mean, no. Like, minor spoilers for episode 2. Not even actual like, she's obviously shows up in episode 2. She's fucking still really good in the show. Like, she's good so far from what I've seen. And actually, too, the thing is, like, Bella Ramsey's good as well. Like, she's a good actress. She's horribly miscast as Ellie for this season. Like, she worked as, like, a 14-year-old Ellie, like, in the first game. But as a 19-year-old, where Ellie looks a little bit more of an adult, and Bella Ramsey still looks like she's 14, she doesn't work. She doesn't work.
Yeah, I mean, that's the issue with the game, because the game, so many years jump, but they're not going to wait for that to do it in TV, which, I mean, I guess you could chuck some makeup on her or
Bella
something.
Ramsey's like 20-something.
I know, but the thing is, if someone looks young, they're always going to look young. Like, I know she's 20-something or whatever, but if actresses, there's certain actresses that just look older or younger.
She's 21.
And, yeah, but the thing is, like, if you need her to age as much as it happened in the game,
it's not happening.
You would need, like, 5 years of real time. They're not going to wait 5. I mean, in today's climate of movies, they might actually wait that full fucking 5 years.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, I don't know. Thing is, too, like, in Hollywood, these motherfuckers don't age. Like, how long has what's-name been playing, Tom Holland has been playing Spider-Man? A good chunk now. He still looks fucking 16.
Like a Paul Rudd, dude.
Yeah, Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd has not aged.
Yeah.
Obviously, yes, he's aged.
Speaking of Nintendo, did you guys see the Paul
They
Rudd?
did that commercial, yeah.
Commercial?
He recreated his commercial.
I was like, that's some good shit right there.
You know what's one of the funniest things I saw people like talking shit about the first episode of Last of Us? You know that scene where she's fighting the guy and then she like takes him down and like actually wins or whatever? I saw a bunch of people like talking shit like, really? This 5-foot, 100-pound girl's gonna take out this? I'm like, did these people not listen to the show or miss the part where the guy even says afterwards like, oh, you know he let you win, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she was all pissed off about it. And I'm just like, are people not paying attention? Or they're just like, oh, yeah, no, I'm going to see this and be pissed off about it. Like
Yeah, he
there's
literally said like I was next time I'm like I didn't punch you in the face
as hard as I
like
could
as
have.
hard as I wanted to.
Like he let her. Like that was the point. They were trying to make a point or whatever that she's going too hard at this, and so they're trying to like slow her down or have her stop or whatever.
Yeah, going too hard / like not being smart about it.
But yeah, yeah, I saw a lot of like uproar from the what you would call the usual crowd over that. And like I said, look, I'm one of those people too. I don't like stuff that's clearly like uh, quote unquote woke or whatever, just for woke's sake. But like, dude, if they make it make sense, like, fuck off, man. Like, or like, it's just that's not what it is at all. Like her beating that guy, there was a story reason to it. But like, even in the story, like they say, they're telling her like, yeah, we let you win. Like they're trying to have her stop being so fucking, you know. Yeah, I don't know. They did do some stuff too. Like they showed like some of the scenes that are like later in the game, a little bit earlier. Like I want to say it was like halfway through the game, maybe, or maybe I'm not remembering it at all. That like dancing scene, like that was a lot later in the game as like a flashback or something.
No, they danced for. I thought it pretty early.
Was
Yeah, I
it?
thought
I
it was
don't know.
pretty early too.
Yeah.
All I know is yeah, they had the guy come in and did he say Dykes in the show? I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah.
He
He
called
called
him
him
Dykes.
Dykes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I think he called him that in the game. But yeah. Thankfully, they didn't have the line "bigot sandwiches." That was so dumb in the game, but I don't know. Trying to remember, they did some setup, I guess, too. That pays off in episode 2 actually, with like the feelers or whatever you want to call them, like hinting toward like, oh, we're gonna, you know, the horde's gonna be coming toward the settlement and everything. So there's more payoff for that. So I don't know. Yeah, the episode had a lot of setup,
Yeah.
which obviously makes sense. It's setting up for the season. But yeah, I don't know, man. I think they could have done. I don't know. Like, do you think there's anything they could have done in the episode to just have a little bit more, to make it a little bit more exciting, to maybe pump up the rating?
Not really. I don't think they could.
Yeah. I mean, unless they released like episode 1 and 2 like back to back, like have like a
That's
double
probably
feature,
what they
that
should
would
have
have been
done.
nice.
That's probably what they. After I mean, you saw my tweet. Like, what I like. Spoiler alert for next week when we talk about episode 2. Like, I loved episode 2. I think if they would have.
That's weird because IGN gave it a 6, and they're usually spot on.
That's so
Yeah.
fucking yeah. I saw a lot of people saying like, "What the fuck," But the thing is, they didn't seem to like the season because they had a season review already, and it's actually like everywhere. It got like middling reviews for the season, so we'll see what happens throughout the season. Maybe it gets justified or whatever, or is like, yeah, that's spot on. But dude, IGN giving episode 2 a 6. To me, that makes no sense. Like the episode.
I mean, they gave Invincible I think they gave the
Oh my
Invincible finale
God.
like a 4 or some shit like that.
I still can't believe. Yeah, the season finale, right?
Yeah, for the latest.
Literally,
season of
like
Invincible.
probably the best episode of the show so far,
Mhm.
and it's I
Like
those
everywhere else, it's like at a, I don't know, it's like a 9.9 or some shit like on IMDb or something crazy like that.
yeah that again IGN giving episode 2. I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna talk too much about it, but it's just that's so crazy. Like the episode is easily like a 9 out of 10. I don't know if you guys would agree with me. You guys obviously need to watch the episode first, but yeah, that was That was a very, very, very good like hour of television. I mean, like it's one of the things that I hate about The Last of Us is that as much as I don't like the games, like I do enjoy the stories for the most part. Last of Us Part 2, I have a lot of issues with it, but the parts that I do like about Part 2, I do very much like love about that game. But it's just the story. Like the game, playing the actual game sucks, I think. It's just not good to me. So, just seeing it on a TV show, that's why I think the first season of Last of Us was just so good. They didn't have to do much. They added some stuff, but or changed some stuff too, or whatever, but you didn't have to do much. It was already like a really good story. Like on its own. Like just a phenomenal story on its own. One of the newer things I guess they added to in season 2 is Joel's going into therapy, I guess.
Yeah. I know, because I had to go back and I was like, I don't remember this in 2. But it had been so long because I've played Last of Us 1 one time and I've played Last of Us 2 once. Like I'm not buying all the remakes and stuff. So I was like, did Joel go to therapy? Like who's this bitch? Like character playing that? Like
I think I beat
I
Last of
like
Us.
the actress that does the therapist. She's not an actual bitch, but I'm like, who's this lady? Like I'm like, I don't remember her from this bitch from the games.
Yeah.
I've beaten Last of Us Part 1 twice because I beat it on the original.
Oh,
PS3.
so you contributed to all the remakes. Good job.
Unfortunately, I've kind of purchased all the remakes. I have Last of Us. Wait, maybe I don't. Maybe I don't have the original release, but I know I have Last of Us Remastered, and then I have Last of Us Part 1 on the PlayStation 5. And then I bought Part 2, and then when they did the Part 2 remaster, it was a $10 upgrade. I said, fuck it, whatever. Pay the $10. I'm not buying that Last of Us complete. That's stupid.
Yeah, you are.
No. What am I buying it for? Like, if I buy it on digital, I get the games again. I already own the games. And if I buy it physical...
Do it.
If I buy it physical, like, oh, cool, I get to spend $100... Well, no, it's $110 or something, right? $110
because you get that
for
steelbook.
A steelbook? Fuck out of here, dude.
Pretty OP
Don't
to
be
me.
a bitch, dude.
Don't be a
Poor,
bitch.
poor, man. If you're poor, you're poor. You're saying.
Bro, if you're broke, just say you're fucking broke, bro. Just say you're broke, bro. Just say you can't afford it, bro. Yeah, no. I mean, if they did that with, like, Gears of War... Oh my god! If they did that with God of War, actually, if they did God of War complete and had like just the original games, not the newer games, all in one with a fancy steelbook, and it was like $150, I'd be like,
Sony only cares about Last of Us. They don't do any remakes shit for the other stuff.
But Devin, if they happen to, it was God of
They're not
War
going
1,
to.
2, 3, Ascension, Chains of Olympus, and Ghost of Sparta, and you got all the games for your PlayStation 5 in a fancy steelbook. And it was going to be $150.
I would buy it, but the thing is, I don't have to worry about that. That's like saying...
Because they're never going to do it.
I don't know. Yeah. That's like me being like, oh yeah, dude, I'm going to buy so much Viking stuff when they win the Super Bowl. I'm not going to worry about it.
Or me saying like, dude, I cannot wait to buy that Clippers championship like bundle, blah, blah, blah. Never going to happen. All right. Oh, man. To be sports fans of some perpetual losers, right?
I mean, we're not Clippers. At least we've been to the Super Bowl.
Hey, true that.
Oh yeah.
True
Oh
that.
yeah. Huh. How many Super Bowl?
I mean, not
rings
my
they have?
lifetime, but
So shut your fucking mouth.
I said we've been there.
When was the last time they were there?
In the 70s, but still.
Yeah, fucking 20 years before your time.
When have the Clippers
It
ever been
doesn't
there?
count for you.
Sure it does.
That doesn't count.
Sure it does.
No. No. I mean, at least our baseball teams have won recently, right?
Yeah, my basketball team's gonna win every single game this postseason, so it's
We'll
all
see what
good.
happens. We'll see what happens with the Thunder. All right. So, I don't know. You guys got more about The Last of Us to talk about, or you guys just overall 6?
Nope.
Wait to see where it goes, right?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, then. So, let's do this last segment. So, like I said earlier, this is our 50th episode of the podcast. I wanted to do something a little bit special. But, I mean, there's not much to do unless... I kind of want to wait till if we can make it to 100, where I would
Selling
actually...
nudes?
Yes, we're going to start selling nudes at 100 episodes in. No, I kind of want to wait till 100 episodes in. Then we'll probably actually do this podcast as like... Well, at least me. I don't know, JJ, you might... I don't know if you'd be willing to. I know, Devin, you're still more like... you could just have your little picture. But like...
That's not true.
On face, like... on camera face, like actual us showing ourselves on camera or whatever. But I kind of want to wait till we can get to...
me. I've never said that, but...
I don't know about that one. You're one ugly motherfucker too, so... I mean, I shouldn't say anything. I'm one
Okay.
ugly motherfucker as well. I mean, I am one
The fact
butt
that you
ugly
think
motherfucker.
that is wild. I think there's something wrong with your eyes.
That you're ugly?
Oh my god.
It's okay, dude. It's okay, man. You can
I'm
be
not even
ugly.
gonna get into this.
He's like, I'm not getting into this.
Dude,
What?
Dude, you're like the ugliest dude in the fucking world.
I
Like,
literally just said that.
yeah, I know, but like, I know I'm not like handsome, but like, Jesus Christ, like, I would not classify myself as ugly.
Wow. You are thinking too highly of yourself. Remember, the
No,
higher,
I'm not actually.
No,
I think I'm just,
the higher you
pretty,
are,
handsome man.
the further fall.
I'm just
further
like
the fall.
right in the middle. Like I'm mid. Like,
You're mid? He's like, I'm mid, man.
but whatever. Like,
Hey, well, I have my longer hair now. That's what makes me good looking.
no.
The longer the hair I have, the better looking I am.
You're like 70, bro. That's kind of weird.
Oh, get the fuck. Hey, I'm just going to be a silver fox with my long hair. Anyway, so. Again. Yeah. For our 50th episode, I kind of wanted to do a more revisiting, I guess, of what our favorite games / series, game series of all time are. But with the added caveat of, like, leading into like the types of genres we like and why these will play into that, you know, as a guy who loves the God of War series, I'd like character action series like Devil May Cry, or I guess maybe only really a couple of the Darksiders games are like that, or the Dark Souls games. I like Souls likes, stuff like that. I'm obviously getting into what I like, so I'll just start with me. But yeah, we're going to go with our top 5 games / game series. For me, it's Gears of War, the series, God of War, the series, A Link to the Past, specifically for Legend of Zelda, Mega Man X1, specifically for Mega Man, and then Dark Souls series as a whole. Although, I mean, you could add in, like, Demon's Souls, I guess. And maybe even Elden Ring. The ones that are more like that specific Souls-like game from FromSoft. But yeah, that goes with the genres that I like. I like shooters. We've talked about why I like shooters, or the type of shooters I like. I like those twitchy, like, cracked out, fast-paced shooters. Typically a little bit more like the Call of Duty. I'm not into hero shooters. I know that these two guys like that Marvel Rivals or whatever. I cannot get into the hero shooters. But you give me a good just shooter where everyone runs to the middle and shoots each other in the face. That's why I love the Gears of War games so much. Like, everyone just starts out with a shotgun or the Lancer. The Gnasher or the Lancer. There's no, like, oh, well, I have... Because it was Judgment, right? Well, they did it a little bit in Gears of War 3, where they were like, oh, you could have either this gun or this gun. And, I don't know. Devin, do you think it worked in Gears of War 3, really?
I mean, it was fine because it was like, yeah, you could have the regular or the sawed off, and I don't know, it was fine.
I mean, actually, didn't they get rid of the sawed off? Like, from the starting loadout?
Yeah, they eventually changed it to like you had to pick it up in certain maps.
Because it was just, like, if you were right there, it just killed you in one hit. Like, yeah, it was just a one-shot kill. As for the rifles, I don't think they switched it. It was just the Hammerburst Lancer and Retro the entire time, or maybe they took out the Retro. I don't
That was
remember.
retro. I guess it's like retro Lancer Hamburgers.
Wait, you're saying that they took out both?
No, they had those three. They never.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Never thought they took
They
them
never
out.
took out. They never took out any of the rifles. That's what I'm saying. I didn't remember if because I know they kept the Hammerburst the entire time. I just didn't remember if they kept because the Retro Lancer was kind of strong too. But I mean, I guess it was it's a rifle.
It's a short range rifle.
It's just not short enough
Well,
sometimes.
well, if you burst, you can kind of give people long range. Like, oh shit.
I know, right? No shit.
If you-
You're never gonna see me do bursts with a fucking Retro Lancer. I'm gonna try and fucking unload everything. I'm gonna unload all over your face. Shut up, Devin.
That's why you're terrible at video games.
I mean, that's me. Look, man. I make no bones about it. I'm not this like. That's why I don't play RTS games. That's why I don't play MOBAs. These games, these like thinking man, like kind of games. I don't play them because I don't want to think when I'm playing video games. I just want to go in, head empty, no thoughts, just shoot. Or like a Souls-like game, head empty, no
That's
thoughts,
just your
just
head all the
bonk.
time.
Like that's it. The only
You're
games that
wrong, bro. Most of the time, you're fucking use your mage spell, pussy shit.
I do not use a mage build in Souls-likes.
What
are
was
you?
the first thing? What was the first shit you did on Elden Ring? I gave you so much shit because you gave me shit for not using the fucking OP bullshit of the sword crap. I'm like, I'm using the same build I always fucking play, with strength X and kick ass, and you got the stupid fucking sword that shoots the beam every time, like every fucking.
That's because
Elden
it
Ring
made
player
me
came
feel. It made me feel like Goku.
Now get the fuck out of here. No, it's just easy as shit, cheap as shit, so we can just win shit.
No,
So none of this bunk.
if I can
crap,
use
man.
if I can use cheap shit to win, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, especially in a Souls-like game, because I want to win. I want to win. That's why I use fucking Rivers of Blood, even though they nerfed it a bit too. It's still fucking super strong. That's just how I am. I gotta win, baby. And even though I lose most of the time, I still want to win. Nobody wants to lose. But yeah, no,
I don't know how you can not think and play video games like on anything. That's just crazy to me.
it's look, man. In everyday situations for like pretty much everything else, I have to like think about all this other stuff. I have to worry about my bills. I have to worry about my car and make sure I have gas in it and oil and all this other stuff. I have to go and do my job and like be professional and make sure I don't fuck up and this and that. When I get home, I don't want to have to come home and have to do these, like I have to think about this and this and that, and I have to plan this out. And this is no, I just want to come home. It's the same. It's the same thing for movies. Like you have those movies. Yes, there's some cool movies. It's like, oh, but that movie made you think. That's cool. But this movie, these guys drive a car from one building into another building, and it was shiny and explosions, and I enjoyed it. I just want to see the pretty colors and explosions. Like, that's what games and movies are for me. They're supposed to be an escape from the dread that is real life. Okay? Maybe for some others, life isn't as dreadful. But for me, life sucks a lot. Okay? So I like to just
Maybe you think more.
no. No, I think when I have to do other stuff, when I have to do my job, I think when I have to worry about my bills, I think when I have to worry about my debt, I think about all the other stuff that has to do with real life, mature adult life. Video games, no. No. I don't want to have to think. I just want to get in, play, and that's it. That's the way I am. Like, that's why I play the way I play. I don't want to... It's just go in and spray everywhere and just boom. Like, good for you guys if you don't have to worry about as much. So when you guys play video games, you can be more thoughtful or whatever. But for me, no. Video games are escape from all that bullshit. I don't want to think. I just want to go in, guns blazing, all the time. All the time. That's why if you look at some of my favorite, like my two favorite series, Gears of War and God of War. Like, for all intents and purposes, like, people call Gears of War like a bro shooter because it's like that, oh, hulking man, blah, 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 blah. You don't have to think too much. I mean, you do have to think a bit when you're playing Gears of War online and all stuff. But like God of War, up until the latest two games, they're just like looked at as like, oh, immature hack and slash over the top gory games or whatever. And yes, to a certain point, to a certain extent they are, but it's just, yeah. If something has like a good story, don't get me wrong, I like it. It doesn't have to be just all action, explosions and stuff when it's something I like, but sorry, man. I want to go into video games, head empty, no thoughts, just bonk, just shoot, just slash. Video games are an escape. They're an escape.
You can still think and escape at the same time.
Mm-hmm. It's like fun thinking. Like if you're playing like Elden Ring and stuff, and you're like, oh, I need to like, I don't know, change my build, or like I can do this, I can cast this thing, and then I can do better.
Like I said, head empty, no thoughts. Look, I know I'm being hyperbolic, and yes, I do think, okay, when I'm playing certain games. Like, I don't always just head in, like, fucking, just guns blazing all Leroy Jenkins. Like, I do the things where it's like, obviously, we've played Gears. We communicate, try to be like, or like, hey, we should go over here first, and stuff like that. Call of Duty, not as much, because, I mean, there's not, it's more on Gears I'll do that, because they have the weapon pickups. It's not on Call of Duty. Call of Duty is just, I'm going to go to the fucking flag or whatever. The point of interest. But, no. No. If you're asking me to do more than be that fucking caveman, it's, caveman with a brain, I guess, then no, I just, There's a reason when I was getting into my favorite genres. There's a reason it's action, adventure, and shooters. The only, even though Mega Man X is on there, my list, I don't really like platformers. Because I have to think too much on like, okay, what I got to do here to go here. To me, they're just not fun. I don't like the platformers. I'd rather play like a Metroidvania. Because even though those are platformers, they have a lot more going for them. There's more stuff to do. And obviously, it's not a linear, just go across the level. You can like, okay, now I got this new ability. I could go over here and, do this and this and that or whatever. Which is, I think, why as a series whole, when it goes to Mega Man X, I kind of like the ZX games a little bit more. It's just a series within the series. Because those are Metroidvanias. Yeah, Link to the Past. That's more action adventure, but it's kind of light RPG stuff. With some of the... Well, not really, but I guess that's more in later Zelda games. Also, too, there's a reason, like... I like the Elder Scrolls games, but, like, don't ask me to play Morrowind. Like, I'm not into those like RPGs where it's like, oh, okay, well, so how is your stats when it comes to blades, to one-handed swords? Well, it's not that good. So when you swing, you may actually not hit the enemy. No, I want to hit the enemy. That's why Oblivion and Skyrim I enjoy a lot. I'd rather play because I played a bit of Morrowind. I don't know. I don't know how many years back. I was just like, no, this is not. That game is way too in depth. So, anyways, let's move to one of you. Who wants to be next?
I can just go, I guess.
There you go.
Actually have some good opinions on games.
Oh my god.
For me, I would say like my first like favorite game that I played was Super Mario Bros. 3 on the NES. Like that's I don't know. That game is like I don't know, like I think like the perfect platformer. Like it's so good. Uh love that game. I've played it. I've played it so many times like on like when they re-released it on systems on virtual console, like going back like on the Wii, all that stuff. I love that. So like obviously the platforming genre, love a good platformer. That's why I wish like Banjo would come back because I love platforming games. But yeah, Super Mario Bros. 3, and then obviously I have the God of War and Gears of War series for hack and slash and shooter. For me, action adventure, Batman Arkham series. Those games are all amazing, especially City,
I want to ask you a
one of the best.
question. So Arkham City's
Yes, I
clearly
am
like,
hard.
oh my god. Uh, Obviously Arkham City and Arkham Knight and Arkham Origins. Arkham Origins needs more love. Those are clearly like action adventure, like open world stuff. Would you consider
Mhm.
Arkham Asylum like a Metroidvania? That's what I've seen
Uh,
a lot of people consider it.
I would
Wait,
still say it's an action adventure with Metroidvania elements.
wait. Is it because you go grab stuff, get in your item, and go do shit? That's like saying the Metro Legend of Zelda's was Metrovania, right?
Yeah, because like the
Well,
only
no.
because like you get stuff like you're getting new gadgets, but like the gadget stuff is all like it's like progression story based, and like the thing if you go back and do stuff is you just get Riddler trophies. Like there's not like I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know.
not like opening up the world that much more.
Yeah. Like if you just like if like you get to an objective, it's like oh you need like your sticky bomb to go through this wall. Like you go back and get it, and then to go to a different area to unlock just the next area in the story. Like it's very like it's not like I don't know. You can't like go get a bunch of like I don't know other power ups and stuff like that. Like it
Yeah,
would
it is like when you need this, they're basically going to give it to you. You can't go, you don't go out and search for it and stuff.
yeah, and you can't. There's no upgrades that you can miss. It's not like the only thing you can miss is Riddler trophies. So I would say it has Metroidvania elements with just like the ability to go backtracking. But love action adventure games. That's why I mean like even recently, I mean not recently, but like the Middle Earth, Shadow games, like those games are great because they're basically fucking carbon copies. But um, love those types of games. And then the last one, my sports title, NFL Street Volume 2. That's peak sports games. Like
You're wrong. Peak sports game would be NBA Jam, but
no, no, NFL Street Volume 2
No,
is
it's
fucking peak.
NFL
That's why
Blitz.
NFL Blitz is really good. NFL Street
Blitz is
is
good
better.
too.
Yeah.
I,
Well,
the only one I played was NFL Blitz 2000.
I have a next time you come over to, if you want to play some NFL Blitz, I got the NFL Blitz arcade game over here. You can play a
I
fucking
saw
arcade
this.
version.
I saw this.
Um, but yeah, NFL Blitz is really good too. But no, NFL Street Volume 2 is fucking. That is peak sports games, and I will take no answers around that. That's why like I have like that fan. Like there's a update. Someone made an updated roster from NFL Street Volume 2. Like they have an updated roster
What's on
that
the
you can get
PC,
on
right?
PC.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking sweet. Just play
That's
as
pretty
like be able
cool.
to play as JJ McCarthy and throw the ball to Justin Jefferson and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool actually.
NFL Street Volume 3 fucking sucked too. And then that killed the franchise. The only thing, and the really cool thing about like NFL Street, you could like fucking create your own players and stuff like that. So I remember like just like I played football back then, and it's just like I would just make like my team like that I was playing, like and just like oh who's the quarterback and like all these things. You just make those players. It's just fun. Yeah, well, those are my five.
I I do miss like I mean we get
When sports
some,
games weren't serious.
yeah, like we get some
Because
here and
NBA
there.
Jam, those fucking sweet. On GameCube, you're just dunking on the
Yeah, remember
Yeti
didn't you
with
and I
Mario.
played that NBA Jam game, right? That was like on 360.
Yeah, we bought it. It was like $10 or something like
It was
that.
about NBA Jam on Fire Edition or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Cause it was, yeah, it was on, had online or whatever. I remember that. Yeah, okay, I'm remembering that correctly. That's what I mean. Yeah, I miss the days, yeah, where you had like, yeah, Blitz or like, fuck you guys. I'm going back a little bit more, but like there was this game called I want to say Mutant League Football or something like that, where it's like you could literally like kill your opponents and stuff like that. It was a football game, like just like that, but like you could do stuff where like yeah, the opponents would get killed, they'd get like splattered and shit like that. You
Well,
don't
like
see.
it. Well, it was like there's. It wasn't the most like they did an NFL Blitz, or was it like the league, or I forget what it was called, but like you could rupture dude's fucking testicles in that. It was
Yeah, it's Blitz the League, I
gnarly.
think. The
Oh,
360
Blitz
one.
the
Yeah.
league, yeah. Like yeah, like we need to get like the NBA jams,
Mutant
like 3 on
Football
3
League.
basketball.
That was the name of the game. Mutant League Football. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, we did like because all we get now for sports games is just like all the like oh you get NFL, you get Madden, you get FIFA or Football Club.
And you get NBA 2K.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
that's all you get.
I even miss like when they would get a little absurd with wrestling games, cuz I don't like wrestling games nowadays. They're just like there and that's it. Like I miss the days where it was just like the absurdity was like part of the package somehow. Like I don't know how many
Well, on
wrestling games you
360, wasn't
did.
there like a cartoon one like Legends of WrestleMania or some shit like
That's
that?
what I mean.
Oh.
Like that's the last one we got that was like really like, cause like I said, like they just don't go over the top like that anymore. I mean, there was some pretty cool ones back in the day where it was just like, yeah, there was that Legends of WrestleMania game. But even going back, there, like the ECW games were over the top. Um, Even like WrestleMania
It used to be
2000.
a proper country.
Yeah, exactly. It's just sports games in general, wrestling games, if you want to put it in that. Like, that's why I miss too. Like, when was the last time we got one? Like, even racing games. When was the last time we got one of those like over the top racing games where it's just like about,
We're getting one in a couple months. Mario Kart.
no. I'm talking about like Need for Speed back in its heyday, where it's just like you're gonna go as fast as possible.
Well, that genre I get kind of dying because I mean, like Blur, I remember came out and like I don't know, no one bought it, even though Blur was really good. So I don't know. That one I kind of get, but like I don't know. The NBA's, the NFL Blitzes, like those games, they sell well, and they're still just like, fuck it, let's just move all these teams to Call of Duty,
Yeah.
shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I would love another Burnout, bro. That shit was fun as fuck, bro.
I mean, I would love for Need for Speed to come back and be what it
Again.
was like.
Need for Speed, and like they made the shitty one with like the live action people talking to you and shit like that. Like, come on,
That I
man.
want that. I want that like
Yeah.
cheesy fucking like the dude like, oh, you think you're gonna beat me in a race? Well, all right, put your money where your mouth is, and like then you just race.
I mean, Forza Horizon's kind of like that.
Yeah,
Oh, wait.
look, the Horizon
less
games
speed.
are fun, but like they don't give me that like that like feeling that I got when I played like Need for Speed Most Wanted, or even Need for Speed Carbon, back on the fucking original Xbox slash 360 days, early 360. Like I just, those are the games I want. Don't get me wrong. Like the next, what Forza Horizon 6 would be the next one. Like next Forza Horizon game comes out,
They
I'm playing
probably
it.
aren't going to call it that. They'll probably call it like Forza Horizon
Maybe they'll just call
Life
it
or
Forza
something.
Horizon or something. Yeah. I mean, yeah, the last one was just the motorsport game was just called Motorsport, right? They didn't call it Motorsport
Yeah.
9 or 8, whatever number they would have been on.
Yeah. Because eventually, when you get so many numbers, people are going to be like, Jesus Christ.
Well, I mean, you could call it like if it comes
until we
out.
get 10, you just get called like X or something. But till 30, baby. It's gonna be
But I
the
mean, you
same
could maybe you could use like the year when it comes out, like Forza Horizon 2026 or whatever,
like
Forza
Madden.
Motorsport
Yeah,
2027.
was it Madden 25, right, for the 25th anniversary?
That was
right?
stupid. Because then they released Madden NFL 2025. Like, fuck.
I don't know, man. Madden 25 for the Xbox. PS4, when they re-released it for that, had Adrian Peterson in it. So you shut your whore mouth.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whore mouth, bro. You're a whore.
Devin, you got more?
Nope, those are my 5. You said 5, and I came up with 5, so...
Devin can count.
All right, JJ. Go ahead with
you
yours.
can count these hands.
Oh, God.
Okay, my 5 like game that I kind of like is the Dark Souls series. Obviously, I couldn't really choose one. Well, I guess I could. Dark Souls 1, just because it's so nostalgic.
Sekiro.
That was the first one.
No, it's Sekiro, right?
Yeah, Sekiro also counts as well. That's what I was saying. Oh, thank you. That one. The Silent Hill series, so up there as well. Probably the Metro Prime. I love that one. I do like the old ones, like the actual canon ones, the Metroidvania ones, like Fusion, Metroid Zero Mission was a
Wait a
remake of
minute.
that.
Hold on. Are the Prime series... Is the Prime
They're not
series
canon.
not canon? What?
They're not canon. No.
I thought it was canon, but it's like set before a certain game in the series.
Nope.
I'm going to look this up while you're talking.
Fucking nerd.
Pikmin series, I really like. That's my kind of my strategy little game. Well, sweet to go to games. I love the Pikmin 1 and 2. I got super excited. Fuck, what was it when I worked at GameStop? I remember I was telling you and Josh was like, I'm buying a Wii U just for Pikmin 3. I don't give a fuck. And let me tell the Nintendo lady rep too. I'm only buying it for the Pikmin 3 game. I've been waiting for fucking ever. I was playing that shit was like what Pikmin 2 was in 6th grade or something like that. I was playing the fuck out of that.
Hope they make another one.
Yeah, they got Pikmin 4 was again. So and that's like really Nintendo's only like, that type of game style, I guess. So I wouldn't mind seeing it. Well, we'll probably see a Pikmin 1, 2, 3, and 4
They'll
again
probably be
on
like, you gotta use
Switch 2.
Pikmin, and they'll be like, you gotta use like, they'll probably be like, you have to use like the mouse controls.
Yeah. Please use it. Our other gimmicks that we try to make for the cons. Is it
that we made you pay $90, $95 for.
So look, hold on. So I am looking up a timeline. Are you sure? Because like this timeline says their chronological order. This is all fucked up. It's Metroid Zero Mission, which I thought Zero Mission was just the first game, but remade.
Zero Mission? Yeah, I thought it was the first. It was just a revision of the first one.
Yeah, and then Metroid Prime Hunters, Prime 2, Prime 3. Then it's Metroid 2, then Super Metroid, then Other M, then Fusion, then Dread. So basically, the Prime series is supposed to take place between 1 and 2.
No, I don't think. It's weird. No, I don't think. I thought people were saying like when I was reading it, a lot of people were saying it's not canon. I think you're looking at a timeline, or is it canon? Because I know a lot of people are saying it's not canon.
I mean, maybe with Prime 4 coming out, they're like trying to say like, oh no, this is its own timeline, so it's not canon to the main line.
It could be its own time thing, but it's not canon.
That's the problem with like when you have like a long running series, people want like, well, where does this fit in the timeline? How about just it's a new game in the series? Like, can
Yeah,
you
kiss my
imagine?
ass. I don't fucking know.
Can you imagine
Nerd.
like a Super Mario, like a Mario series like timeline where people are like, I want to know.
Even fucking Zelda.
Oh
Yeah,
my
that was a pain
god,
in the ass, dude.
that timeline is so convoluted and just stupid that like they made revisions too as well, and like I'm like,
Yeah.
why can't
I just like the theory that it's just like I don't know, it's just
all
like
the same
a
story?
different person retelling the
Yeah,
yeah, like someone's just it's just how like I don't know, like oh this is how fucking Steve and this is how the grandparents tell it. And this is how like so I just like that. It makes it simple than rather than just like trying to go off the timeline. I'm like, I
Yeah.
just like this theory. It's just kind of like a game of telephone and people are just retelling the story.
Yeah, yeah, dude, that fucking shit. Yeah, that sounds cooler than just okay. This is a timeline for when Link was an adult and failed, but this
Yeah.
is when Link was adult and won. This is when he was a kid and failed and all this. I'm like, what the? I don't give a fuck, dude. This is crazy. No, Kingdom Hearts, bro. Like that's crazy shit. And then it's just when they add new games. Yeah, exactly. Like Everett says, like, where do we put this shit in it? Like, I don't know. We just want to make a game. Kiss, like, who gives a fuck? Like, yeah, and I think the last one I think was the one I probably played most of. Was probably I was gonna say Oblivion. It was RPG. Something kind of. It was between that or a fucking like Advance Wars, like Final Fantasy Tactics kind of shit. Or
I've
Pokemon.
never
Those are my honorable mentions, I guess.
I've never played the Advance Wars. Isn't it like one of those like it's like
Turn-based
a
strategy.
no,
Yeah,
it's a
it's gonna be
strategy,
it's
but
like
it's like
Fire
a
Emblem.
It's a Gears Tactics type.
If it's fucking XCOM, but like it's Fire Emblem.
so it is more like
Yeah.
XCOM then. I don't know how
No,
Fire Emblem plays. I know how XCOM and Gears Tactics play. So that would be more like if you're trying to compare it to one of them to something. I know the
well,
two
I
different
guess, like it's like that. Yeah, it's like XCOM where you take your turn, but it's more
move
like a
up.
it's more like a chessboard kind of thing.
That's what I was gonna say. Like it's like a
Like a
chessboard.
grid. It's a grid based. Like it's more like simpler than XCOM. But there's obviously some things like in Advanced Wars, if you like hide your tanks in terrain, you could, you get more defenses if you're just on the middle of the street or something.
Does it play
Um,
like? Is it like a simplistic version? I don't know, man. You guys, I am pretty positive you've never played this game. There was this game. It was a strategy game. Fuck, it came out in the '90s. I don't know exactly. It's called Panzer General. It was like yeah, like you play as army versus army kind of stuff, but it was yeah like grid based where you moved from one spot to another, and then when you got to the spot, your armies fought, and then like there was some roll of the dice, but obviously like if you had more troops or if you were like oh you're
yeah,
going
I
as
guess
tanks
so.
versus infantry, obviously the tanks win.
Yeah, it's like a triangle. Like yeah, like infantry's good against like fucking air units. Air is good against tanks. Tanks are good against fucking infantry.
Oh yeah, you
That
guys
rolls through.
definitely did not play this game, Panzer General. It came
Yeah,
out
it's like
in
the risk looking game.
1994.
Yeah, it's like the risk looking game, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, kiss my ass.
huh. I would not have thought
Yeah,
that you even knew about that game because it came out in '94.
that's like me. Like, oh, I played. I didn't. Oh, I was born in '93, but I never played the original Mario game.
No, see, if you've never played a Mario game or even heard of Mario games, that would not make sense because
No,
there's
that's
been
there. At
Mario
that
games
point, you're
forever.
fucking lying. You're fucking lying if you're like, I never heard of Mario. Like, you're a fucking liar.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
think that?
You're a liar if because we just had what is it Brothership? Is that what it's called? The one that just
Yeah,
released.
what, you mean Wonder as well?
The Mario and Luigi game that just released.
Yeah, it's Brothership.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We literally just had a Mario game release. Like Mario's always going to be around. So if like you were like, yeah, I was born before the first game came out kind of stuff or after the first game came out, like yeah, or even like a year before. But a Panzer General like how many people know about Panzer General? I don't even think there was even a sequel to this game.
Yeah, there was Panzer General 2. Yeah. And guess what? Guess what? There's a Panzer General 3. Scorched Earth.
Wow, there were actual other games in the series. It was followed by, so I'm looking this up, direct sequels. Panzer General was the first game in the Panzer General series. which grew in the years after its release. It was followed by Allied General, Panzer General 2 in Germany. I think we know why they changed it, which allows you to play from the Allied point of view and features 4 new campaigns. Other sequels include Fantasy General, Pacific General, which I'm assuming is World War II, but you're in, fighting the Japanese. Star General, which looks like it's in space. Mainline sequel, Panzer General 2, titled Panzer General 3D in Germany. I did not know that there was... Wait, the series continued with People's General? An upgraded version of Panzer General 2 based on World War III scenario between China and the UN. What the fuck? Oh, there was Panzer General 3 Scorched Earth, released in 2000. Damn, they released a bunch of games within a 6-year span.
Shows how much of a fan you are, huh?
Dude, I played one game. And yeah, no, I'm not a fan of the series because it's a strategy game. I played it because we had it on our computer and I was like, fuck it. Oh, wait! Panzer General Allied Assault! I remember that game. That was on the 360. It sucked. I played the demo or not the demo, it was like, whatever, the part that you could play when, with the arcade games up until you have to buy it or whatever. I played it because I was like, oh shit, Panzer General. I remember this series. And I was like, oh my god, this game is not good.
it was like that, but it's just a lot more dumbed down. You have like a little base you can just spawn your dude. Yeah. Yeah. That's that one. Obviously, Fire Emblem's just the more the medieval time. I just like Advanced Wars is more like it's kind of tanks, a little bit of I guess modern. There was a game called Days of Ruin, which is like more a post-apocalyptic one where war just blew up everything.
Hey,
kind of.
Have you guys ever played Golden Sun?
No, because I actually touch grass.
Oh my god. I want to say that's like a strategy style game too, but I could be wrong. I'm looking. It says role playing video games. So I don't think it's.
I don't know.
I don't think it is.
No, I don't think that. I thought it was just like that was more like a Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I think it maybe is more like a Final Fantasy. Maybe I'm just getting confused because maybe I'm just getting confused because I used to think Golden Sun and Fire Emblem were the same series. I don't know. They're just both that like medieval fantasy kind of stuff.
Yeah, huh? They kind of look like the split, like the cover arts kind of.
Yeah.
I can kind of see.
Like if you didn't know, you could be like, oh, I think I played a game in that series, but then you're like, oh wait, no. To me, that's kind of like I got confused one time with that. I thought it was Animal Crossing, but it was something else, and it was on the Super Nintendo. It was like another style of that, like.
You see the end of people talking.
Well, it just looked like with maybe it didn't have animals, but it was like a cartoony looking. I think it was more of a farming.
Harvest Moon.
Harvest Moon, yeah, Harvest Moon.
That game's also good. That was shit. That was an ARM Harvest Moon 64 was my shit. I actually still have the game actually.
I played this. I want to say it was on the Super Nintendo.
I think I bought that one actually on the Wii U actually on the Virtual Console.
Yeah. I played Harvest Moon on the Super Nintendo. The reason I played it too is because back when I was, a kid or whatever, in elementary. I want to say elementary school, maybe like third grade or whatever.
Like 1974.
Yeah, back in 1974 because Super Nintendo was out. The Super Nintendo was definitely out in 1974.
You played Pong, dude, back in the day when I was in this, right?
Yeah. Did you see the burial of the fucking ET game?
Oh my god. I was there. Anyways. So, no, like, I used to play it because there was like this after school thing place or whatever near my house. It was like the cops had it open, like, oh, there was a couple cops always there, but they'd be like, come here, stay away from drugs, kids. It was kind of like that kind of stuff. So they had like Super Nintendo there. I would play Harvest Moon over there. We had a Super Nintendo at home, but for some reason me and my siblings would want to go over there, and I just play Harvest Moon there. It's just kind of weird. They had other games. I just don't remember. I think I played Star Fox there.
Fox, yes, dude, awesome.
I think I played Star Fox there or some shit. Like, I just don't remember what other... You know what? No, I remember what other game I played over there. The fucking Spider-Man games that they had on the Super Nintendo.
The Carnage one, dude, the red one.
Yeah, I played those games. I remember because I wanted to beat the second one so badly, Separation Anxiety, and
the game made you feel like Spider-Man.
You know what's another? Yeah, actually, another genre I really like is those beat 'em ups. Like
beat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up.
Like, I don't know. I haven't played one in a while, but like, you know, like the TMNT game that they released, what, a couple years ago, right? Shredder's Revenge.
Are you gonna play that Marvel one, dude? Are you gonna play that Marvel one?
Oh, dude, I'm gonna play the shit out of that Marvel one. Like, hell yeah. Dude, I love beat 'em ups. I love beat 'em ups. You just fucking walking across. Huh?
You can play as Captain America and just beat the shit out of people. Just
hell
fucking
yeah.
boop, 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 bop, bop,
Hell yeah.
bop,
I want to play as Captain America and play and beat up a lot of minorities. What America is all about.
just run down Namor, I guess.
Oh my god.
What?
What? I'm not saying anything. I'm just talking about how white people love to beat up minorities. Anyways, all right. So is that it?
That's just the cops.
That's just the cops. Like, that's just the cops. Oh my god.
I'm surprised they didn't beat you up when you came down to their little station.
You know what? Look, not to get too political, but you know how...
What are you, white passing?
No, I got pulled over plenty of times by cops and stuff. But you know how you always see that, like, another cop, like, beat up someone or shot someone or whatever, and, like, this and that? Like, not to, I guess the term is victim blame or whatever, but, like, obviously they escalated the situation with the cop. Cops are always going to just be on high alert and probably be willing to just shoot anybody. Me, I just said, whatever the cops told me to do, I was like, yeah, no, don't worry about it. Yeah, here you go. Because I wasn't trying to...
You already sound pretty sus.
I'm just saying, dude. Like, a brown guy driving any kind of car, and especially, too, at the time, I had, like, it was like this purplish vehicle, so it looked kind of gangsterish. And I'm over here bald at the time, too. So, like, I looked like a fucking cholo, like a Mexican gangster or whatever. You know, I got pulled over quite a few times. And, like, yeah, I was not about to, like, get my ass shot. It's not happening. I don't feel like getting shot by a cop, you know? So I'm just going to be like, oh, yeah, you want to see my license and registration? Yeah, here you go. You think I did this? Okay, cool. Yeah, write me a ticket. Don't worry about it. No, do whatever you're going to do. A lot of times, too, like...
You just sound like a bitch.
I'm just saying, dude. No. Anytime you see that happens, it's because the person did not want to fucking listen. They wanted to escalate. Why are you giving me a ticket? I'll be like, you know, you're going to give me a ticket? Go ahead. The funny thing is, a lot of the times, the cops would not end up giving me a ticket. They'll be like, you know what, just go ahead. Just, you know, get that fixed. Or don't do this. Like, okay, cool. Like, cool.
Say you blew cops without saying you blew cops.
Dude, one time... One time, look, I'm not kidding. I am not kidding. One time,
you blew a cop.
One time, this one cop pulled. I didn't get pulled over. The car was parked. I was banging a chick in my car, and a cop goes up to the car while that's happening, and you know, like obviously, I'm like, damn, this is. I'm getting arrested. That's indecent exposure or whatever it is. I don't know, lewd act in public. But I was like, yeah, no, do whatever you're going to do, cop. Like, yeah, give me the ticket, arrest me. The cop said, okay, get out of here. And I want to say it's because I just was listening to the cop and I was not arguing with him. I was just like resigned to my fate. And the cop was just like, nah, get out of here.
I just felt bad for you.
Maybe. He's like, this guy's probably losing his virginity and I interrupted. You know what, get out of here. I'm sorry, man. I don't know. Anyways, all right. JJ, was that
the
it?
Smallest penis I've ever seen in my life.
He's like, wait.
Hey,
he's like, there was a penis there, right? Like,
yeah,
yes, there was a penis there.
Like, 1020. We got a guy over here showing us all penis. No, you gotta check this shit out. Like, oh god, like I need you to stay
Wait,
right
did
there.
you say a 1020?
I don't say some random number, bro.
No, a 1020 would not.
I'm not a cop.
Yeah.
I'm not
We're
a cop.
not
I can say whatever
fucking-
numbers I want, dude.
No, a 1020.
Yeah.
A 1020. Well, okay, so they would say if they're gonna use
We
20,
don't
like,
care.
can you come to my 1020? 1020 is the location. Hey, I'm a security officer. All right, these things matter.
Oh,
to me.
yeah.
Hey,
Oh, thanks, Paul Blart.
Pablo.
Hey, don't talk about our national hero. All right. Anyways, all right. So, anyway, JJ, was that it? Gonna be it for your?
Yeah, that's my games that I've chosen. Or series, I
what
guess.
type of genres and everything?
Yeah, my. Oh, what the actual are? Yeah, that's
Well,
I guess like what's the Souls. I guess that's a genre now. Kind of crazy.
I mean, it is a genre now, right?
Yeah.
Souls
Soul-
Because you can be like, oh, I
like-
like the Star Wars Jedi Power, or like Power, Bros, but the Fallen Order and stuff like that.
Yeah. Liza P. You know all that shit. Sekiro.
Liza PP.
Liza PB. Souls games. Said you like the strategy based like for my. That's for honorable mentions. You got RPGs from like Oblivion. And
See,
horror.
this should show you.
Silent Hill.
But this should show you how much that when it comes to my genres that I like, that I'm very like I don't want to think. As much as I love the Gears series, I have not finished Gears Tactics.
Yeah, that's a game that you really need your fucking brain.
Yeah, and I don't want to do it. I just want to fucking shoot.
You can. It's called putting on fucking easy mode and just play.
Maybe one day I'll. I mean, well, you know, I do plan on doing like a Gears of War retrospective for my YouTube channel. I'm gonna have to actually beat the game.
I do
I'm
want
gonna
to
have
play
to-
it. I don't want to beat it because I played like a bit of it on PC when it first came out. When they were doing all the PC stuff.
I beat it.
Oh well, la-di-da, good for you.
Thanks.
I think I got to the boss fight with the Brumak. That's where I think I last played. Cause
I think I'm there too.
For a fucking while, dude. Like when you're like doing all that shit, it's like a fucking 20 minutes. Feels like 10 to 15 minute or something like that missions. I'm just trying to double check everything, make sure nobody gets fucked over or killed.
I guess I shouldn't say though that I don't like games where I have to think, because you do have to think when it comes to survival games. You got to be like, okay, I got to do this, I got to do this, I got to get this, I got to do this. Also, that Dragon Wilds is a little bit more involved with like, oh, like we were building that house, me and JJ, and it was like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna put a roof over the head of my self so I can sleep. And it was like, okay, so you're gonna use this one, but there's also like a 30-degree angle one, and this I'm like, oh, all right. So it's not just like, oh, here's the roof piece. Yeah, it's a little bit more involved, but I'm enjoying it. So that's all that matters. I want to fight a dragon, goddammit.
Good luck.
I don't know. All right, so we're going to go ahead and end this podcast. 50! We got to 50. We're going to make another 50 more, right, guys?
As long as you
Yeah.
don't die.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God. Jesus Christ. Oh, my
What?
I fucking hate you guys
This
so much.
69 is gonna go hard, bro.
You know, when we get to 69, I think I have something special planned for. Fuck you, Devin. No. I'm talking about video games. I already know.
But you're gonna get touched.
Oh my God. All right, so thank you all for being along with us for 50, hopefully for 50 more and another 50 and more after that. Again, you guys like what we do with this podcast. This crazy fucking
Tell Everett you're
garbage.
gonna touch him.
Yes, tell me you're gonna touch me. Also, like, subscribe, share. Even tell us we're
And
shit.
touch him.
Yeah,
But,
10
touch me.
10 likes on the video. I will join in on the touching on Everett.
You know what? 10 likes on this podcast, I will let JJ touch me.
I'm gonna create 10 separate fucking YouTube accounts just to.
Just for that. Just for. Oh my god. All right, but I've been your host, Everett. JJ,
This is JJ. Peace out.
Devin.
Let's let the touching begin.
Jesus. And until next time, we'll catch you later.